yeah, that video that I said I was going to do, probably not going to do it now, because I've been so worried about it being good that I've not actually been able to sit down and do anything. So instead, I'm just going to talk, get back into the swing of things, make a cup of tea, and just talk, get used to being back in front of a camera and being in front of a camera on my own, because I don't have Beth all the time and I need to be able to do this thing by myself if I'm actually going to take it seriously. So instead I'm just going to talk to you and see how that goes. I feel like I need to get back into the swing of things because I've not actually been able to sit down and film anything by myself without Beth, because it's quite a scary thing to actually put yourself out there, especially on your own and you haven't got that support base that I usually have with Beth, because I just bounce ideas off her. It's just easier with two of you, I guess. I've always got Beth to bounce ideas off and I don't have that when I'm on my own. I've just got me. So it's very difficult for me to get that drive to actually film something myself. So instead of doing that, I'm just going to take you around with me, just do day-to-day little bits and take you around with me so I can actually get back into the swing of doing this. Otherwise I'm never going to get around to doing it, and I do actually enjoy it. It's just finding the time. I'm starting uni in like 10 days, so I'm probably not going to have a lot of time, and then there's flatmates as well to consider. I can't just talk to myself in a room full of strangers because that's going to look weird. So if I build my confidence up just on my own, just talking, even if it's just talking bollocks and probably not actually worth a video on its own, I'm going to do it anyway. And also there's been that thing that Crabstick started, basically making everyone question why they're actually doing this, and so everyone's just been panicking and going, ooh, you know, even if the bigger full-time YouTubers who do this for a living, if they panic and not know what they're doing, then whoa, I've got no chance, have I? There is this whole thing with false personalities and fake profiles that people put up a front about themselves to actually get comfortable in front of the camera, and yes, I understand that, and I think it's a bit more genuine when you've got a friend next to you who knows you and will call you out and say, oh, you're being a dickhead, that's not what you're actually like. But when you're on your own, it's very difficult to just sort of take yourself seriously, because you've got to put a bit of yourself into it, but not too much, because you're just starting out and you're not ready for people to know everything about you and who you are and things like that. And it's just a very difficult thing to get used to and deal with, because it's a very odd thing being sat on your own talking to a camera, and it is something I enjoy. I do enjoy it. I just no idea what I'm doing, and I think having that little bit of time off has given me a sort of new perspective on things. I can just sort of take a step back and go, hang on, why am I actually doing this? And I've come up with some interesting conclusions. I decided not to just upload any old shit. From now on, this is the exception to the rule. Start making things that I care about. I mean, I love reading, I love writing, I love making things, I love the short films that go up here, and maybe one day I can do one of those, but when I've just got tiny camera and poor editing equipment and I can't really do anything like that. But maybe one day, if I meet the right people, get in with the right crowd, maybe I could do something like that. I just need to start making things that I actually care about rather than just absolutely anything just to get a video out that week. Carrie said something about only making a video if she's got something important to say or feels like what she has to say is relevant to the conversation and actually worth her input. So she thinks before she opens her mouth, basically. The people with the bigger audiences on here don't really have to think about what they do or think about what they put out here, because they've already built up that audience, they've already built up that little community that they have, and they don't really have to worry because they know people are going to watch whatever they do, whereas people like me and Beth, we don't know who's going to watch, who's going to be clicking, because we've only got, say, 150, which is still quite a lot for where we are and how long we've been doing this, and how, considering how difficult it is for anyone to get noticed on this platform now, is pretty good, I'd say, and I'm relatively proud of what we've done. But the thing is, people who are shouting the loudest and doing absolutely nothing are the people that do tend to get noticed, and it leaves people like, say, in the bigger YouTube community, say Jack Howard and Tim H, who put in unbelievable amounts of efforts into their films and sketches and things, not getting as many views as someone who shows the camera what they bought from Primark that week. It just doesn't seem fair to me that that's what's happening, and the people who have important things to say and the people who have talents to showcase are not getting noticed because they're not the loudest, and it's just like being back at school. So from now on, I'm just going to make things that mean something to me, and not just because I want to get a video out there that week or I haven't uploaded in 6 months. What am I going to do? Take a leaf out of Daniel J. Layton's book and just have fun with it. Make this channel for me and not for pleasing everybody and trying to get out there, because that's not really what I want. That's not really what I want. I don't want to get noticed. I don't want to be out there for no reason. I've always had this mentality that I don't want to be known for not working hard for something. I'm just going to see where this takes me and see if I can't pull off a Daniel J. Layton. Ooh, that sounds wrong. I'm going to leave it there.